めっちゃ美味しい。
柔らかい。
うん。ついに熱くなってきたね。
This time is the perfect summer night. Those three words are spelled out in your eyes. But before I go on, say something wrong. I just took and bite my tongue. Cause you've been told too many times before. You've been told too many times before. You've been told so many times before. So I'm gonna try with something new. And I'll never say that I love you. Yes, I'm gonna try with something new. And I'll never say that I love you.
いただきます。
召し上がれー。
その中でやっぱりね、それを上回る投球をしますね。さあこれバットの先かショートへの弱いフライになりました。これでツーアウト。野球ってこう積極的に行くことももちろん大事ですけど、それ